Hey guys, I want to show you how I built this trailer over here for a bicycle. In another video, I will show you how I built this one over here. So this one is like a two-wheeler with an extra axle and separate wheels and stuff like that for like carrying like a fridge or something. But you could turn it into a bicycle trailer. So this one over here, one quick thing is that get yourself a lot of reflectors and make sure when you add them, like I have them right here, that you can stand it up on the back of this trailer without your reflectors getting broken. So these are kind of recessed, onto the frame. So if you do it like this, I'm using two BMX bike frames. So this is extremely strong. You don't have to go this strong, but this thing weighs about 70 pounds. I just weighed it, so it's very heavy. But one of the main thing why it's so heavy is because this thing right here, the top, is extremely thick steel. So yours will probably not be as heavy. This is probably by itself like I don't even know, 30 or 40 pounds. You know, this thing is extremely heavy. So what I did is I'm using bed frames. Just how you see over here, these little bed frames I just cut off steel bed frames. It looks kind of like an angle iron. So, but when you use that, like I have it going down all along the middle, it's gonna be very flimsy, even though it's like a pretty thick. But the longer you go, the more flimsy it gets. That's why I have here a square piece of tubing to reinforce any section that has no reinforcements. That goes right to the coupling, the hitch thing. So I show in my other videos how to actually make the hitch, but this is just for the bike trailer. So I have an angle iron here, bolted to the center one. So right here is the angle. Then there's an extra very light tubing, and over here a square tubing, very light, just to kind of build like a frame for this. So again, another piece of angle iron going across, and that's bolted to each frame right here. So that's the mid piece, because I'm trying to join it to these BMX frames. So another angle iron here, and that is joining to the pre-drilled holes on the frame for the reflector or the brake assemblies right here. So that's already done for you. You just put the angle iron on there, and then on the bottom here, just get this is very thin. It doesn't need to be thick because I'm just joining the bottom where the kickstand goes on both of these bikes. So this doesn't have to be strong because it's sort of just holding it so the frames don't turn in. So I also have this piece right here is aluminum, but like I said, you can make this entire thing. Like if I might rebuild this so it's all aluminum because this is too heavy. So I have a piece here. The reason why this is here, going, kind of like in this shape on this angle, is because I'm trying to join it to the main frame and to this part as like a reinforcement. Because if you don't do that, then the length of angle iron I have over here going all the way to the bottom is going to be too flimsy if you put another trailer connecting to this one. So that's why I did all this reinforcement here, because I wanted this thing, I don't want any flexing, I want it nice and rigid if I'm putting like a lot of weight on this, right? But normally you're not going to need that much strength. So I drilled through the frame of these bike frames, and I just put like a long bolts, right? I got one here, and then I put a spacer, like just bolts, scrap bolts, as a spacer for my angle iron, so everything's kind of like on a level plane, same as over here. I put a spacer bolts so that this bolt goes through those to everything's gonna be on the same level and square. So I'm gonna put this thing on it, stand it up, so you can see. So yeah, this is 70 pounds of trailer here. But because it's so heavy, you can put anything you want on this thing. And I show in the other video, like, this is the dolly trailer, you know? So you're gonna need something like a dolly trailer similar to that if you want to be able to carry like major amount of weight. So the wheels, I'm just connecting them right to the frame. You may want to rebuild them, re-grease the bearings. That's what I did. So then I just took this piece that's already welded onto this thing, and I just bolted it down to the angle iron, and that's all that's holding the front. But the back, it's kind of tricky because you need to connect your top or whatever you're using to your base. So the only way I was able to do that was I found this piece of metal that's from a snowblower, and it's already shaped in the shape that I need to kind of like join the top to the bottom, and like as a kind of like a cradle to hold the top piece. So I bolted it right here to another piece of metal, and then that piece of metal joins to that bracket from the snowblower. So it's just a weird shape that seems to work out for me, but for you're probably gonna have to do it some other way. But you're probably not gonna have this top, so it doesn't really matter. You just build your own kind of like, for example, you can get some mesh. I got a piece right here. So this is just a metal kind of like 2-inch by 2-inch kind of mesh, and it's much lighter. This weighs almost nothing compared to that one. So you can get yourself, I don't know where I got this from, but this is possibly for like reinforcing concrete. I don't know what this is for, but you can get a big section of that and just use that for your top of your trailer. So I added like on the back an extra hitch for that trailer down there, but you don't need this. This is kind of unnecessary. This trailer I can put right on top of that one though. So if I want 2 trailers, if I'm hauling a lot of stuff that's not very heavy, I can use 2 trailers. But I could just put this one, if I'm just have no load, right on top of that one. I've done that before, and I've rode like many like 20-30 kilometers like that. But it's a lot of weight. So here's the reflectors down here, and that's just the end of the bed frame. So it's kind of like a bumper, and you could just stand it up on that. But I got reflectors. You can put the reflectors like somewhere down here too, if you want. There's a lot of space there. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.